guys, so today we are going to do a cooking video since we are stuck in the house and can't go couponing or anything. I love making cooking videos and I want to do some more of these on the channel. So today we're going to be making this crispy cheddar chicken. Looks like my page has got a little wet. I actually made this little cookbook. Just got a binder and printed out some stuff. This is a recipe I found off of Pinterest. And it is great. I've been making this for years. I actually have not made this for a long time. And my husband, this is one of his favorites. So what we are going to need is 2 pounds of chicken breast, which right now, I actually thawed out some chicken tenders, so it won't cook as long, but we're going to use chicken tenders. But it calls for chicken breast. So with this time and everything, that is what you would want to use. But I am going to do chicken tenders and cut the baking time a little bit. But you're going to need 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers or any of your off-brand crackers. I normally like to get like buttery crackers though, because those taste better. We need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 cup of milk, 3 cups of shredded cheese. Normally I kind of put in the cheese as I need it. I'll show you guys what I mean as I do it because I don't like to waste cheese. A teaspoon of dried parsley, a 10-ounce can of cream of chicken soup, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and 2 tablespoons of butter. So we are going to get started. I'll show you guys how we're going to make this. First things first, we're going to skip these. We're going to preheat the oven to 400. So let's come over here. Whoops. Get that preheating. And let's turn the light on. All right, guys, what I'm doing right now, my husband is feeding my son, so he's not going to be helping me record at the moment. And I really need to get a tripod so I can put my phone up and not have to have him help me. But I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. I am going to smash 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers into a bowl. So when you crush it in the sleeve, that's what it'll look like. I've got it in there all broke up. I normally do this over a bowl just in case because I have had the bags pop before when I'm crushing them. Okay, I've got my cracker crumbs in this bowl first. So next thing I'm going to do is mix in the salt and the pepper in this. All right, so here's 1/8 teaspoon of pepper and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to just stir this around. Okay, so I got the crackers, the salt, and the pepper in there. Next thing we are going to do is pour the milk in a dish. So we need a separate bowl, one big enough where you can dip the chicken in it pretty easily. And we need 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, guys, so I've got that mixture, the cracker mixture. I've got the milk in my bowl back there. And then when I made this recipe, I kind of just thought, I never said, I didn't make this recipe. I found it on Pinterest, but when I typed it up on here, I didn't put the specific cheese I use because I just kind of use whatever I have on hand. I love cheese, so it doesn't really matter to me. So I'm going to use... from my grocery haul at Kroger, if you guys watch that, or big stock up grocery haul, I'm going to use, I got about 1/2 bag of this cheddar jack cheese left. So I'm going to use that. And then if I need more, I have an entire bag of mild cheddar. I love all cheese, so I really don't care. So I'm going to pour that bag to start out with. And if I need extra, I'll have a backup bag. So guys, I put the cheese in here. And like I said, my advice from this recipe, even though it says 3 cups, I think 1 bag is normally about 2 cups. You don't want to put too much cheese in here because if you don't end up needing all of it, which sometimes I don't, you can't reuse these things and save them because you're going to be dipping raw chicken in it. So any cheese you have left over, you're going to have to throw away. So be mindful of the amount of cheese you use. I always think you can add more if you need more, but you can't save those stuff that you didn't use. I just sprayed down my baking dish. So now the next thing I'm going to do is start dipping the chicken. So you're a noisy little man. I'm going to start dipping the chicken. I'm going to let my husband record me while I do this so you guys can see. But we're going to do it in milk. And then I'll set up a little assembly line here. I'll show you guys. We're going to dip it in milk first. Then we're going to dip it in cheese, and you kind of have to press the cheese into the chicken, and then we're going to dip it in the Ritz crackers and get that coated, and then we're going to lay it in the baking pan. All right, guys, so this is the chicken. I'm going to be using 1 pack of this fresh, boneless, skinless chicken tenderloins. So it's not a whole bunch, but I think with our sides, it'll be great. And I'm so excited. I've actually never bought it this way. My dad actually bought these for us and dropped them off one day, so I'm excited to try. Okay, so I've got my chicken tenderloins laid out here. I'm really excited about these. There's actually a lot in there. So we are going to take them. They're a little bit slimy. We are going to take them and dip it in milk. I'll show you guys like 1 or 2, and then you guys will get it. You just do the same pattern. And then we put it in, and just make sure just to disinfect your countertops when you're done, because you probably will get, it's hard to not get any chicken juice on your countertops. So just kind of press that cheese in there the best you can get, and you know, it'll kind of fall off. Just press it in there the best that you can do. It'll kind of coat it like that. And then we're going to stick it in the cracker crumbs and just get that breaded. Flip it over. You want to get crackers good on there so they brown up nice and give that crunchy texture. So let's see. I just kind of get them to lay on there. Just like I said, press them as good as you can. And then pick up your chicken. It should kind of look like that. And then I'm going to lay it in the pan. And just continue going through that, guys. Dev, will you show it over here in the baking pan? Devin's going to get back to feeding little man. I might need some more cheese over here. But just kind of, and then at the end, if you want to, if there's not a ton of cracker crumbs on the top, you can just sprinkle a little bit more. You just want to get that good coating. And then it should look like that.
He's a drum player.
Little drum player. And there's 2 of them, so you guys kind of get how we're doing that. Okay, guys, we got it all done. If you can see the cheese and the crackers, I think there's about 8 pieces, 8 tenderloins in there, which filled it up really nice. We're going to top it with some parsley now. Okay, guys, so I got the parsley on there. It looks all pretty. The next thing that it says is cover with foil and bake for 35 minutes. Now, 2 things here. I do not have any foil right now, so I'm going to put these just in the oven. It always seems like I don't have something that we need, but that's okay. I'm going to just put them in like this. The only thing that might happen, the foil would kind of keep it from browning quicker on top, but I'm not going to have this in the oven as long because they are chicken tenderloins. So instead of 35 minutes, I'm going to check the temperature of them at 25 minutes. And I think they need to be to 165 degrees. So we shall see. I'm going to put these in for 25 minutes like this. But guys, if you're doing this, get your foil out and wrap it. Put it in for 35 minutes if you're doing full-size chicken breast. Sometimes I spray my foil with cooking spray, the side that's going to be on the food, so the cheese and stuff doesn't stick to it. So I'm going to put this in and we'll check it out here in 25 minutes. So now we are going to make the sauce, but before I do that, I'm going to come through and disinfect my counters while I don't have any food out. I'm going to get my other sides out and start making them, and I'm going to make the sauce for the chicken because as you can see in the picture, there is a really yummy sauce. All right, guys, so next thing we are doing, I'm going to make a couple sides in this pot. I am going to make some macaroni and cheese, some veggies back in there, and over here, I need one more like saucepan. I'm going to make the sauce for the chicken. Now, you do not need a pan this big, guys. Honestly, this one back here would have worked great, but I really want to make my mac and cheese in this one because I can drain it easy, but I'm just going to make my sauce for the chicken in here. And I forgot to tell you guys with the cooking time where I said cover with foil and bake 35 minutes. Then you are going to uncover and bake another 10 to 15. So I probably will need to put this chicken back in for a little bit, but the chicken tenders are a lot thinner than breast. So I'm doing 25 minutes and then going to check it. I might have to put it in for like another 10 minutes, but we will see. So for the sauce, we're going to heat the butter, the cream of chicken soup, and the sour cream on the stovetop until creamy. So we're going to need a 10-ounce can of cream of chicken soup, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and 2 tablespoons of butter. All right, so I got my butter back in here to go with my veggies, and I got my butter in here to go with the sauce. So our sides tonight are these shells and cheese from Aldi. This is kind of like the knockoff Velveeta, and it's really good. So I've got my noodles boiling there with salted water, so I'm gonna toss this. These are really good, guys, by the way. A lot of off-brand mac and cheese that it's like Velveeta, I don't really care for, and those are good. And like I said, if you guys can see, this is the cream of chicken with the butter. The butter is kind of right there melting down, and the sour cream. You do not need this big of a pan. This is way big, but it was all I had that I could do it in. And these are the veggies I'm doing. It's the Happy Harvest, also from Aldi. It's the mixed veggies, and we prefer to have frozen veggies, but in a pinch, these work, and they're normally like 50 cents. And these are really neat because they have lima beans, potatoes, there's I think some celery in there, so it's very different. So that's our other side. Okay, so we got, if you guys can see, this is looking creamy. This is so good. So this is gonna get put on the chicken. All right, look at the Aldi mac and cheese. I'm telling you guys, it mixes together like perfectly, just like the Velveeta. This is good if you're looking for a cheaper alternative. I know most weeks this is only $1.15 at our Aldi. So we've got that going. We got our mixed veggies back here going. We have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the chicken. We got our sauce over here going. And then will you show them a peek of our chicken, honey? Down there.
Oh, it's hot.
So we're gonna pull it out here in a minute and check the temperature. Right, guys, so I cut into one. I checked the temperature. It was like perfect temperature. So they are all done. Look at these. I'll show you once we get it all plated up. Okay, guys, we are about to sit down to eat. So I wanted to show you, there's the mac and cheese. Devin made us some toast. Here is the chicken with that sauce on it. We've got mixed veggies. There's Devin's plate over there. He's got a little bit more. But this chicken, guys, is delicious. Please make this recipe. I think you're going to truly love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe and like this video. I appreciate every single one of you. We are almost to 200 subscribers. It would be awesome to get there. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around. And I hope you enjoy these cooking videos along with the coupon videos. So this is called Crispy Cheddar Chicken, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a great evening.